So we're back. Got this bit done in the last video. I've got this welded up nicely. That's all in primer. That's the bit before we've done before. That fits in there like that, as you can see. And that will go across and then fit underneath. But yeah, I mean, you're not going to see this bit underneath because it goes under the cross member. You're only going to see probably this bit, probably about here. Probably about here, I reckon, when the floor pan's in from under the car. So I'm not too fussed about this much because it's going to be under the carpet and stuff. But this bit, the bracket I made to replace this bit down here. As you can see down there, I've painted all that bit down there. So that's going to go back into there. Looks like a little mouth, hello. Yeah, I'm going to go back in there, weld that up, and we'll come back, get this done, and then we'll come back and get these other bits in here. Get it all in place and get it welded back in. Right, let's go. So there you go, that's all done, I smoothed off. Just realised I didn't need to smooth this bit off because you're not going to see this bit. It's going to be inside the crossmember bit, so yeah. But yeah, I'll get a bit of prime on this and I'll take you inside and show you this bit up here and getting these bits in, and then we can start welding them up. Right, let's go. So a slight change of plan. Getting these pretty much in the right place, but I need to get that cross member done, so I'm going to modify all that now, get that bit done, get it in place, and then I can butt it up to the front of this when I've modified this bit to the new one, and then it'll be easier, and it'll be, I know for a fact it's in the exactly same place from the inside, and there's going to be no problems, because I don't want to do that or weld all that bit in here and then come back and go, oh, that's not matching up, it's not touching this other panel. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this bit done first. Let's get involved. We're going to start getting this engine mount off because we've got to put the other one on it, as you can see down there. That's the one I've got to get off the old one panel, and then I need to make this exactly the same as that one down there, because that's a 16 bar one, this is an 8 bar one. I think it's about that much higher, so I've got to cut that one out, place it on the front of this one, get all these holes in the right place, and then I can start welding this bit up in here as well. You see, get that welded up, bang all this out, weld it all up nice, and then that'll probably come down here somewhere, then I can fold that lip back over. So yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, so we'll crack on and try and get this off. See how well it goes, because it's got massive welds on here, which I'm going to have to try and get off. So we'll give it a go. So let's go. So there you go, got that off. Haven't butchered it too much. I mean, I don't need this bit, so put that there out the way. So just pretty much just get these all smoothed off here, and then what I'm going to do is it's got a little bit of a ridge there, but as you can see very well, I'll show you it there. As you can see there, see. So I've got to flatten that completely out. Yeah, so completely flatten this out, and then weld a little plate in here and weld it all back up to match the other one down there, which I'm now going to take this bracket off here, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to come back to this after and weld all this up after. But let's get this bit off first, off the other one, and we'll come back. So I managed to get all this moved off here. I managed to get this dented back down here to get this a nice flat piece on here. And then I'm going to weld a bit of metal in here. I bought some thicker metal to put it all in this bit here, so I can weld all that up completely. Managed to get all this bracket, started to clean it up. I've still got a bit to put in the inside, but it does pretty much match on there. Look, you can see one of the spot welders there. It's a little bit up there, but we will try and get that down as much as we can. But anyway, this has been done on another channel called Non-Standard. Really good channel. Go over and have a little look at that. And he does this. So I'm copying his. So what it is, I've cut this bit off, the old one. As you can see on this here, it is different. Look, see that bit? I've got to now cut that and then use that piece of metal. Once I weld that bit in there, I can cut that and then bend it over, as you can see. So scribe it down there, cut it to there, and then bend that lip over to make it exactly the same as this one. The holes are, as you can see, are in the right place there, and that side as well. But I did notice when I was doing the brackets, you can see there the holes are out slightly, which was not a problem. When I watched his channel, he didn't mention these two bottom holes. Perhaps his one was different, but they're not lining up. So what I'm going to do is go over there. Is I'm going to weld these holes back up. Just behind these is just basically some nuts there, like you can see, which I'll then put the new nut, take that nut off, I'll put a new one in there, and then just put it down a bit further. Might have to make another bit of this plate up here. Probably have to take this off actually and put the plate in there. I'll extend it to make it fit. It might be alright, we'll see. Well, I'll probably look at it. I'm not really worried about it at the moment. It's not important, that bit at the moment. The important bit is to get these two bolts, probably the top ones, because they were in line with the other brackets when I've done them. So yeah, so what we'll do now is we'll do this hole here, weld it all up, smooth it all off, and then we'll go from there. So there you go, all welded up. So the inside is done as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'll drop in the hammer, is I'm going to get this bit bent over to the shape of the old bit. So this bit goes on top of there, like that. As you can see, I've got to come down here and cut all this down and then bend that bit, bend this bit out, bend that bit over, and then to make this shape here the same as this one. And I think that will pretty much be done, yeah. And then we'll get it cleaned up and all in primer and get this bit back on there like that in place. So we're almost there. We're almost ready to get bolted back in and yeah, get it all secure and get it all spot welded in. But I've got to get this bit done first, get this bit done, and then we can crack on and start getting it back in the car. Let's go. So I use the blade to make this mark here. What comes down to here, around here. That's where I'm going to fold that bit over. I've got to flatten this bit completely out and cut this bit here up to here. Them bits are all good still, so I've got to do enough of them. Also, I've got to flatten this out here. As you can see, it's got a little bit of a ridge on the old one. It's slightly different. I'll bring it over and show you. So you can see they're only small. See them? You can see me well. You can see them better on that one, but they're a lot bigger. So I've got to take it right back up to here, but as long as I can get the spot welds in the bit on what I need to weld it to, shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to take it back to here, flatten that right off, and then probably have to. I'll try and flatten as much as I can as this. If not, I'll have to cut it and then weld it back into there. But we'll give it a go first. We'll try and get this back in, get this bit flat, and then get this bit flat, and then I'll come back and cut these bits off and try and make this fold here. So that's the plan. So I'm going to crack on with this now. So there you go, look at that, all sorted. Got the lip in there, lip bending over, welded that bit up there, welded up the hole. Done these, got these holes in the right place. Just tack welded them nuts in down the bottom there, as you can see down there. Yeah, well happy about that, really happy about it. It's not really nice. I've also got the bracket which goes on there like that, you see. So that should, look at that, fits on there a treat, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do now is get that cross member in the bottom, get it all bolted up, and hope that should match up to these bolts here, which I'm hoping to anyway. If that's in there, I'll be well happy. So get that a bit put back in, and that should only be like literally touching this this piece of the bulkhead. So we'll get it in, have a look, and then what we'll do is get the other two panels in on the other side and then weld it up in there. And then once I weld it up, I can take this cross member back out, and then yeah, I'll get this in now and I'll show you. So really pleased with this. All bolted in exactly the same way it came out of the old one. The gap between here, as you can see through there, the gap's perfect for the two panels to slide in and then spot weld to this little lip here, which I'm really pleased with. And then yeah, it looks cool. And then obviously when that's the other panels are in, then I can spot weld these to them other two panels really. But yeah, like I said before, I followed another channel called Non-Standard. He done the exact same thing. The only difference that I come across, which I don't think he mentioned, was obviously this bit here is I had to take this bit out here, has this bit come right across here. So I had to take this bit, flatten it all back out and weld it. And I noticed these holes weren't exactly in the right place. These are 16 valve ones. So that's the only thing I've had problems with. Different anyway. I don't know if he's put the rest of his car back together yet. I don't know if he said the same problem, but I don't know. Anyway, so also got to get these put back in here and bolt them back under here, as you see down that in between there, and push that panel back up where it actually should be. The only thing I've noticed is these holes, as you can see there, are a lot smaller than these ones here. That, as you can see, they're a lot bigger. So what I'm going to have to do is drill these holes out so it matches the bolts for these. So when that goes back in, and obviously for the wishbones, obviously, I've got the right size bolts. So I'll do that. But what I'm going to do now is going to get this whole floor inside welded up, and we can then start hopefully getting it all bolted back together, getting all the engine mount here back on, getting it in place, and then I can I've got to literally take it all apart, take everything back apart, and then get all these smoothed off, get all these legs all cleaned up, that all cleaned up, all these cleaned up, get it all in weld through primer, make sure it's all nice, and then we can start spot welding every single thing back together. But I will, once I've got it all bolted in, I'll start making the holes and getting some little, I've got some little self-tapper screws that will screw into these, so I can pull it all tight so everything's exactly how it is when I put it all back together. Everything should be spot on. That's what I'm hoping. But the biggest challenge is done, which is here. That's the biggest challenge, I'd say. So that is it really. So that is the end of the video. Thanks again for coming back. Thanks for all the comments. Like and subscribe. Keep on subscribing. Make my channel grow. I'm getting to near 1,000 subscribers, which I never thought I'd even get nowhere near that. So keep going. Get yourself involved, and I'll see you next time.